I'll come back. 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 I'll come back.
That's called being alive. Sweet, I see it. Oh wow, this is really fucking weird. Twitch, what have you done?
I'm just looking at the pop-ups. I don't know what you're looking at.
I don't even use Twitch besides watching this cast every now and then, so I have no idea.
Oh my god. Alright, then this is probably enough time to have let what's it called? The thing where advertisements play for an extended period of time.
Oh yeah, my favorite.
Alright. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome to the Barcast, where the bar gets lower every single week. Your bartenders for this evening are Enigmatic Otaku.
I don't know what my dentist does to me after he gives me the gas, but I wake up covered in toothpaste.
Flammer.
Well, yeah, what he said.
The amazing Mega Milk.
I guess same. We're just going with that this week.
And my throat is sandpaper. But this week we have a really special guest. Someone who knows the cast like the back of his hand. Someone with extremely talented writing and an excess of pun.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Puns.
Hello,
Puns.
beautiful people.
Coffee, thank you so much for taking time to come join us this week.
Oh no, it's no issue at all. I'm fucking honored to be here.
For those who are tuning in for the very first time, hello and welcome. We are a podcast that is community-oriented. That means that you guys politely request a guest, we politely ask them on, then you ask the questions, and we make them miserable for 2 hours. You can catch up on previous episodes that we've had on places like iTunes, Google Play Music, SoundCloud, and other places you can digest your podcast-related material, and see episodes like Bill Newton, Dusty Cat, Short Skirts and Explosions, Andrea Libman, and many more. I'm gonna volunteer Enigma here because we don't have Pencil this week. Enigma is gonna be watching the chat for a source of questions that you guys want to ask live. Enigma, what are questions that we don't ask our guests?
We're not going to ask religious stuff, nothing political, and we will only accept questions about our guest penis.
Well, you're fucking wrong, because we also don't ask questions about religion or like guest crime.
I said that.
Oh, sorry.
You expect the worst from me.
Well, when Pencil's not here, someone has to fill in the abuse.
Oh.
And I'm going to fill in that with cum. Anyway.
Oh my god.
Welcome to the cum zone. Only cum allowed.
The drinking word for this cast, as much as it seems like it may be cum, which it isn't, if you hear the word coffee, please drink, because everyone needs a little cream for their coffee.
Quiver.
That's a joke!
Double jointed pussy.
What the fuck?
Okay.
Vaginas, possibly more.
First the kiss.
That's where we are
And
today.
then the cum.
We beat around the bush long enough, beating. There's cum in there somewhere.
Oh my god!
Don't you mean
the sex jokes. You guys have ruined it already.
You mean priest? You mean beating beneath the bush?
Number one.
Beating off the bush.
Coffee, let's introduce you to the crowd. Who are you and what do you do in the fandom?
Nothing good. I mostly just write and draw. I been writing for fan fiction for like several years now, ever since I've been like out of high school, like around that time. So that's long. That's like 4.5 years now. And I think I'm most notable for being a member of the Strange Wifey thread, which, those not in the know, is a recurring thread on 4chan, where we talk about strange waifus, such as Thane Pone, which you guys are all familiar with, Orchid, a kaiju pony, Piezo, robot ponies, clones, all that sort of, the strange waifus in general. And I am very active in that.
and you are doing. You're doing someone's work, probably.
Someone's, yeah.
But
Someone's.
with that said, as someone who also originally started in 4chan and like was a denizen there, how do you feel the state of your thread is?
The state of my thread? Our thread is non-existent, but our Discord is on fire.
Hell yes. That sounds like 4chan.
It does, doesn't it?
Number 2, how did you get into MLP?
Yeah, actually, how I got into MLP, I lost a bet with one of my friends, and I had to watch 10 episodes of the show. Unfortunately for him, I was very tired that day, and I passed out within the first 10 minutes. And we never got back to that bet, but I grew curious. Like, literally all my friends were like, this is like the greatest show of all time. I'm like, what the hell are you guys talking about? It's fucking ponies! And like, this is like back in 8th grade, or some crap like that. A long time ago. And I think it was around season 3, season 4-ish, I got curious. I started watching the show bit by bit. And at first I was like, this is okay. But like, okay, turned like, this is actually pretty good the more you got into it. Especially when I got to the episode Bridal Gossip, which is one of my favorite episodes to this day. That is the episode that put me on the show. And I've been stuck here ever since.
Awesome. Number 3, what is your favorite part of the fandom? The online community, the fanfics, cons, music, the friends we made along the way. What keeps you here?
The community and the friends we made along the way. Easily.
Yeah.
I would not be here otherwise.
On that note, are there any like particular people who were integral to like? I don't want to. I will stroke your ego so hard when I say your success.
Oh, my success. My success hinges on probably everyone in the shitfuckers, which is 7th server. Lucky 7s. Everyone on the Strange Wifey thread for a lot of my modern stuff. They influenced me big time. Which, to name a few, who would be public? I know there's like artists in there like Jargon Scott, Subox, just everyone that you would see on 4chan, really.
Yeah.
It literally is the melting pot of the pony fandom, I swear. I literally see everyone there.
It's true. Everyone makes their way there at some point.
At some point.
Next question is that we're in a state right now where, as we currently know it, the show is over. We've got some strange like season 9 ? Leaks from Australia of like mini-sodes. We've got New Life. We've got additional comics, but with Gen 5 on the way, our current generation of horses is kind of dead. What started this fandom is done. Where do we as a fandom go from here to keep ourselves strong, relevant, and alive?
Accelerate it, cause as many fires as possible.
Yep. When in doubt, arson.
Yeah, exactly. I want my horses to be on fire.
I thought the saying
that'd be the best strange waifu.
Exactly.
Just a fire horse.
You mean like a firefighter?
Isn't that fucking Ponyta and Ninetales?
Yeah.
Get out.
like an actual firefighter, or?
Dude, that'd be
No,
cool if they're like a fire horse, but a firefighter, so they're always like having internal conflict with each other.
Elemental horses.
Yeah, like a flame Atronach from Elder Scrolls. Except it's a horse.
Dude, imagine if you could summon like a flame horse waifu.
Ponyta!
No, just not okay. So not like a horse that is on fire. A horse that is made of fire.
That's kind of hot.
What's the point? I can't fuck it.
Not with that attitude.
I knew it. I wasn't disappointed. I was hoping you did.
This would be the best fucking 10,000 word strange waifu story I've ever heard.
And if you imagine,
imagine 10,000 words for strange waifus. We're at such a dry spell right now. If anyone writes that, I would get down on my knees.
And if you manage to like actually insert it, and if you jizz, you're just gonna hear like sizzling inside.
All right. Last but not least, before we throw you to the wolves, my friend,
Oh,
who
boy.
is best pony?
Celestia's Bestia.
Celestia. You know,
Celestia or Octavia or Vinyl. I have a lot of favorites.
I agree with Octavia, but you chose the wrong princess.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear you have terrible taste, but that ain't my problem.
Yay! Get fucked, Enigma.
Hmm.
Unless you were talking about Cadence.
No, I was talking
Cadence
about
is
Luna.
cool. I like Cadence.
Yay!
Out.
Get wrecked.
No, get out. Both of you.
Clam over here is just triggered as well.
We've got some questions from the chat now. Do you stick your dick in your coffee?
Coffee? Well, how else am I supposed to drink it? I like my coffee how I like my women, with my dick in it.
I imagine your dick just looks like Freddy Krueger with all this boiling and sizzling stuff you're sticking it in.
Yeah, but like, dude, it also has like the same effect like when you kiss that one girl in that fucking movie where like just sucks them dry. It's like the same sort of thing.
I like my coffee the way I like my women, without other people's dick in it.
Oh my god.
Same.
Or to take it like from Opium for the Mass, I like my coffee like I like my women, white and bland. Great. Fucking great.
Are you saying
like-
Pencil's white and bland?
Ooh.
Rip.
Ooh.
Rip.
I'm telling on you, Priest.
She's gonna watch this, you know.
Oh god, I'm fucked.
I like my fucking coffee the way I like my prostitutes, tart and full of health benefits.
Christ.
Full of health.
Ugh.
Oh god. Okay, we're gonna jump away from this.
Just get out of the coffee
This
business.
is getting risky. Okay. Kalani Tides is the first poster in our thread, who posts a little Giphy. Yay! Internet argument. What is the best ship and worst ship?
I don't have a worst ship, so I just love anything romance related. You can tell by like most of the stories I've written. But I really like Octa Scratch. That's what got me into shipping in this fandom to begin with.
Octa Scratch.
Oh yeah.
So Octa Scratch being one of like the longest prolific ships of the fandom.
I'm spoiled, yes.
Like, well, that said, how is it possible to keep a ship like that fresh?
I
I
don't
did
really
it.
care for freshness. I just really like it.
Write a good story. That's how you keep it fresh.
Yeah, Flam has it right there. Just write a good story. Like it doesn't
I-
need like we stand on the backs of giants. Like everything that could have possibly been like explored like big time early on has already been done. So what you can do is just expand upon that or do better.
No, you can write it better. Honestly, some of the stuff that's considered giant for its time or whatever, when you go back and read it now, it's height.
I was gonna say I haven't read anything like old in a long time. I do remember really enjoying My Neighbor is a Vampire.
Do you mean my roommate is a vampire?
Yeah, something like that.
My
It's
neighbor
whatever.
is a vampire.
Well, that could be true too.
That's the prequel.
That's the prequel.
Well, we kind of covered worship a little bit. Number 2, can you do an impression of a diamond dog?
What's the Diamond Dog sound like again? I haven't watched season 1 since like season 1.
Generally, like the voice sounds like boiled ass. Also,
Gollum.
Is that good enough?
Nailed it.
I don't know what it is. I am coming for your cum.
Come.
Jointed pussy.
Oh my god.
Is there? You just
I
made
am
me-
a bilinguist.
You just made me think. Is there any porno where the girl just does that?
Does what?
I mean,
voice.
that's just the cum goblin. Like,
What
The
the fuck is a
cum
cum goblin?
The cum
Is
goblin.
that like is that like the rape dwarf? Every house has a cum goblin too. Like,
you like look it up online. Like on YouTube, there's a animation by Glacial Clear that talks about the cum goblin.
Oh, I saw that. Pat showed it to me yesterday.
Yeah, cum.
Video is amazing. Cum.
We
So
should
we
make
got
cum the drinking word. Add
So-
cum as a drinking word. Milk.
all right, there we go. So
We're
now
making,
we-
we're making,
Cool.
we're
Let's
making
take
a
a drink.
game time decision. All right. Number 4. Are you an insomniac?
No, I can't, because my job line of work requires me to wake up at fucking 5 in the morning.
What the fuck? That's.
Yeah,
What do you? Okay.
I just the
I was
morning
about
shift.
to like
Oh
ask.
yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
assume you
I was
make
probably
donuts.
the fucking tell too. I was like, all right, we can't do that.
No, but I'm gonna assume you make donuts for a living. That's what you do. That's
Well, I mean-
the only reasonable reason I can think of to get up early.
Well, yeah. Well, that's what I do for a living. I make donuts. I preferably glazed donuts if you catch my drift.
Well, I feel he makes the donuts by just making bread, then sticking his dick through them.
Oh my god!
Wait,
Well,
glazed
how
donuts
else am I gonna make
donuts
donut
and,
holes? Gosh.
glazed donuts and cream pies, right?
Okay. Moving on. Number 5. Beans.
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 You never get up at 4 a.m. with the boys looking for beans.
I mean, that's what I do before work.
I mean, I'm assuming that's what uncircumcised people keep in their foreskin, just beans.
Oh God, I need you to stop now.
I thought they kept loose change. I thought they kept loose change.
I thought it's their sleeping bag when they go camping.
Isn't that where?
You guys, you've just made like 10 more circumcised men in the world. I just want to let you know that.
Ah, that's the fish that took me foreskin.
Shut up.
Mugny's up next.
Oh no.
Does coffee have any voice other than chill dad?
Well, only if you make me upset, but then I'm just angry, Dad.
Aw, fair. Fair.
But that takes a while. I have a lot of patience.
Speaking of patience, we're going to Jack Ripper next.
Uh-oh.
What is your favorite flavor of coffee, nerd?
Okay, I'm a basic bitch. I really love the vanilla frappuccino you get from like any fucking retail place or Starbucks.
Nice.
So you enjoyed the frappuccino?
I sure do. The Jamaican Me Crazy that we offer at work is really nice too.
The
So
what?
it's really it Jamaican Me Crazy. It's probably not something that's like you can buy off the shelf or something, but it's something that you can just be making in the morning for coffee, and it's really strong.
Oh. All right.
I like hazelnut too. A lot of things.
Hazelnut's an OG. I wish there was a good like cinnamon coffee out there. Like I'd make my coffee with the Keurig machine. But I
Oh,
can't
I
find
say I have
anything
a machine too.
The little pods sometimes have those flavored coffee things, but nothing has like a good cinnamon sugar like flavor. Like I would love
See,
cinnamon.
I'm not really a big fan of cinnamon, so I don't even know.
Reese, that thing you're describing does exist. It's called Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and those are baffled why children love them.
Yeah, but you're not gonna pour your coffee into a bowl of cereal.
You can do that.
Says you. That's called efficiency.
Hold the fucking. Why would you put coffee into a bowl?
All right, so
of
you get
cereal?
a meal. It's just a crunchy coffee. So you get your meal and you get your energy all in one.
Excuse me?
It's fucking bullshitting you, but like that does sound efficient, right?
This is some fucking heresy, but it's also convincing.
Well, I feel like
that
it's
I might
big
try
brain
it.
strats, okay?
Big
Yeah, just pour-
brain strats.
Just make coffee, pour the cereal in it.
All
What's
right.
your coffee flavored cereal on your coffee?
Honestly, if you use a bland cereal like churros, Cheerios,
Churros.
that might
Churros.
actually
I want
work
a
out.
churro now.
Churros, Cheerios.
That actually segues into the next question. It doesn't, but I'm gonna ask the question. What is Coffee's favorite monster from the Godzilla franchise that is not Godzilla?
Mothra. Easily. Hands down. Oh, God. I'm
it's
a
just because you-
ginormous Kaiju fan.
It's just because you want to fuck that butterfly.
Hell no. I've been a fan since I was 2 years old. I don't want to fuck the butterfly. That's blasphemy. That's like fucking my child, and I'd rather not, thanks.
That's an interesting
Word,
joke.
I'll leave that right on the table and mosey right on by that.
That's just fucking. Let's get all by.
She's a moth, not a butterfly. Ree from the chat.
She is a moth, yeah. Her name is Mothra.
Butterfly.
I will hunt you down.
Jack of a Few Trades is up next.
Uh-oh.
Tell us about your favorite story you've ever written and what inspired you to write it.
Oh, this is the one I have a lot of notes written for. Let's go.
Let's do it.
And the thing we do for the reason for the former is important to me is because the context behind it. I was working a 76-hour work week after already working 6 days in a row. I had 1 day off in between this, and I had multiple people quit on shorthand, and I was the only one trained for everything on shift. And on the second day, after dying internally on the inside, I figured, hey, I haven't written anything in a long time. I'm gonna start writing. And that's why I wrote the Good Morning, Anon, with Princess Luna, which is the old idea that I had of, like, if a human is transported to Equestria, that happened once. Who's to say they won't disappear again? Who's to say that wouldn't build up anxiety in them? And that's what that story focused on. And then eventually I moved on to a story called Love Beyond, What's Freely Given. And this story is important to me because it tackles a theme that's important to me, and that's having faith in someone else. Because they're a changeling. Who's to say that they aren't manipulating and lying? And that's what Anon is struggling with. But he has to learn that there is love beyond what's freely given, and that he needs to learn to let go of his inhibitions and to fully embrace faith that is within love itself. And like I thought I captured that sort of emotion that I was feeling at the time perfectly, while also working a 76-hour shift and dying internally on the inside. As for the latter, the thing we do for love, it got me into the strange wifeys. And I cannot thank it enough for that, because that has been a joyride. And it is just one big giant shitpost, and every time I write for it, I make myself laugh.
Good. Oh my god. I love that, because it's never really easy for, in my opinion, it's never particularly easy for like someone to concisely like talk about their story children, for the lack of a better word.
That's why I took notes.
Like, but that said, the fact that writing those things gives you so much joy, and like I don't want to say ulterior motives, the underlying message that you want to have underneath them.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that you wrote them and you're happy with them at the end of the day it's wonderful.
Yeah, I'm just most proud of it. So I wrote it during the time that I was working the 70s. That's just really proud of, because that's when I actually hit the feature box 3 times in a row, and it had all 3 of the bots. I'm never copying that. So it's just that one magical moment. That's why I really adore that series that I wrote.
That's a really it's a really niche achievement that I think, like, you've gotten it, Skirts has gotten it, I think Shakes has gotten it, I've gotten it, and the Abyss has gotten it. I'm not sure if there's like a running list somewhere.
I tried to do it once, but I didn't have enough patience to sit on a couple chapters while I got the rest.
That's because you write too many words. I simply write 1,000 or 2,000 words and call it a day.
I have a problem, okay?
All right. Next question from Jack is, how do art good?
Ooh, how do art good? The first step is to simply draw. The hardest part of anything is just simply getting down and doing it. And at the end of the day, if you don't sit down and do it, you're going absolutely nowhere. And the first thing I'm going to say, anyone that's not comfortable with art at all, that hasn't drawn in years, can barely write their own name, is to practice lines. Draw straight lines, draw diagonal lines, draw curvy lines. Just draw lines and build confidence with your utensils. And then I would recommend moving on to shapes, and understanding how shapes wrap into each other and form the world around you. Because let's say I can look at my phone and I can see like the intricacies of it and break it down to its fundamental shapes, add them together, and then use light shading in order to make it pop out on a piece of paper. There's multiple steps that go into it, but like you always start with the fundamentals. It's like mathematics. If you don't know the fundamentals of mathematics, it's going to screw you over later.
Yeah.
Well, I definitely know I'm going to talk to you and Rav, because I'm trying to actually bridge into a new hobby as well, which is drawing.
Oh yeah.
All right, I'm going to probably bug the shit out of you and Rav.
Sounds good, bro. I love teaching people.
Stella nudes when?
In like fucking 3 years when I get to that point.
I'm actually drawing nude right now. That's actually the goal.
You know what you should do, Flame? Like, genuinely?
Oh.
Just like try to draw like a picture every day and then like watch how it evolves over time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, I
do the
finally,
Jerry
I finally got my
Seinfeld
I finally got my
approach.
materials and stuff like that, and now I'm just drawing like inanimate objects right now. So, and slowly moving on from there. But yeah, that's exactly what I intend
Like
to.
any artist in high school, just draw what's around you.
Mm-hmm. Precisely.
Number 3. Do you eat kids?
Do I eat kids? Only on Wednesdays.
Well, oh god, I'm trying to come up with something witty on the fly.
It's not easy.
Wednesday, Friends Day. Never mind, we're moving on. All right.
Just silence. I was trying to think of something witty too, and I couldn't tell it something. I was like, whatever.
Smolder or Ember?
Smolder easily. Smolder is one of my favorite characters in the show, especially like she has grown on me a lot. She's the reason why I got into the latter seasons. She is, I think she has like some of the best episodes when it comes to the latter seasons. I really love. She has like that tomboy personality, but like she also has that softer side to her that makes her really nice. Ember, I don't know. I just never. Really, I love Ember, but like, she doesn't have enough screen time for me to really enjoy her as much as Smolder.
Ember is a flaming ball of sexual energy, and she must be protected at all costs.
Well, Smolder's my daughter, and I will protect her against everyone. Smolder, on the other hand, I mean not Smolder, but Ember, you can have at her.
Yeah.
Up next, we have Ice Star with a wonderful weapon. If you could inflict eternal incurable kidney stones on anyone in history, who would it be?
Jack with a few traits. He tells too many puns to go untortured.
Yeah, and it's tough to weather all of his jokes.
You have no idea. Every time I'm in a voice call, sometimes when I'm in a voice call, he'll just message me out of nowhere and like there's just a pun joke, and I slowly my will to live deteriorates over time, and that is why he gets the kidney stones, because he gives me pain in my kidneys.
The Glim Master is up next, and question number 1 is the question is, does anybody want coffee?
Everybody loves coffee. Everyone wants coffee.
I don't drink coffee.
Alright, so that's 2 drinks. Let's go.
Number 2, would you hug and snuggle a coffee pony?
Hell yeah, dude, I'll snuggle any pony.
Please tell me there's a coffee pony, OC.
Oh, there definitely is, I guarantee it. You know what? The whole Russell Crowe fighting around the world for South Park, that's me, but for cuddling ponies.
I like to think that her mane and tail are made out of that whipped cream stuff on coffee.
That's just sweet.
Oh, shit!
So she's like a food pony. That makes her a strange food. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
But you can't touch her, because otherwise she'd boil your skin.
It is worth the risk, okay? You remember how I like my coffee?
So, like, I searched for OC MLP coffee, and it came up with this, and this is a very protectable, cute OC. Just throwing that out there.
Where are you posting this?
Yeah.
Oh, this is very protectable.
I like that hat. It's one of those coffee artist things.
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
I mean, she's not a coffee OC by any means, but is very cute.
Oh, she definitely looks coffee-like.
Anyway.
And her parents are beans.
Beans! Oh, God, that hurt my throat. Number 3. How do you make your least favorite pony become your favorite pony?
Give me $1 million.
Holy shit. You're expensive. Like, if someone was like, hey, like this horse over Cadence, here's $100. I'm like, okay.
Alright, so like if I can get any amount of money that I want for a worst pony to be best pony, I'm going to demand a lot, okay?
Well, fair enough. I guess it depends on like the terribleness of their favorite pony. Number 4. What's the funniest thing that you ever saw in your life that made you cry tears of laughter?
I don't have something that made me cry tears of laughter, but I do got a funny story to tell. So in high school, I was a wrestler, and during the very first meet of junior year, apparently I was going against a girl for my first match, and I didn't know. I just thought they were a high-pitched voiced guy, and the hair was all short and tied up and whatnot. and I literally had no idea. They looked like a guy. They were flat as a board. So when I went behind them and was throwing them around the mat like they were a rag doll, apparently my entire wrestling team was erupting in laughter because the face she made was absolutely disgusted. And like I had no idea until after the match. I'm like, oh shit, that was a girl? And I felt so bad.
Well, I mean, you won fair and square, I guess. I mean,
this is why there's segregation of sports, sorry.
you won fair and square, my guy.
I won fair and square.
Stepped into the ring.
I felt so bad though, so I had no idea. And like when I was down behind them, I had no idea because they were so flat. It was certainly something. That's just one of many fucking stories from wrestling, but that's the first that comes to mind.
Oh my god.
So it was real wrestling.
It was real wrestling. It was very.
It wasn't gay porn wrestling.
Despite throwing women around, it was very homosexual.
That's what I hear about wrestling.
Oh yeah.
You gotta really be invested in being able to have your face in places that you would never want to be.
You gotta be
sure. My wrestling coach told us that in order to really win a match, you need to reach down and tickle the guy's balls. And so I took his words to heart. So during like practice, like against my partner, I did just that to win the match. You really gotta embrace it.
You were one with the homo.
You won with it.
All right, here's a long one. A philosophical question is being posed. As we know, time moves naturally, but what if that's not the case? Instead, what if time moves forward because every single being in the universe moves their bodies, thus allowing time to continue moving forward? Basically, if one single being in the universe moves a certain part of his or her body, such as hand, foot, eyes, and so on, time will continue working as normally. If not a single being on the universe moves a muscle, inferring that like everything in the universe stops, we will stop time. Do you think this explanation is possible to explain why time works? How would, if for a certain period of time, you notice that your clock or cell phone didn't move their numbers at all?
I have a lot of notes for this one too, so let me explain. Something about that what makes this not possible. I'm going to paraphrase a lot of smarter people, so bear with me. For one, time existed before life, as when the universe was created via the Big Bang. Thus began what is known as time. We do not need to exist for it to proceed naturally. It reminds me of the question if a tree fell in the woods would it still make a sound. So, most importantly, let me explain gravitational time dilation. The stronger the pull of gravity, the slower time will be perceived from your point of view. As you know, time is relative to your position in the universe, and this is part of the reason why. Gravity has a profound effect on space-time, warping it with its powerful grasp. Time is a measurement we can study, and gravity is the reason behind that. Because gravity warps time, and we know time exists, and it can be measured essentially. For example, if we were to live on Jupiter, assuming it had a solid core to stand on and we built cloud cities to withstand the harsh weather and gravity, we would live just a few much longer than we would on Earth. So no, I do not believe this is a possible explanation, because we already have a better explanation for time. I know this is talked about in Stephen Hawking's In the Universe in a Nutshell.
Yeah. I mean, it seems very, very well reasoned.
Oh, let's see what it is.
Yep, time for a surprise special guest. 7, your friend has something to say to you.
Hi, how are you, Coffee? I love you.
I love you too, I'm doing great.
Also, Rodan is better than Mothra.
I disagree, but Rodan's a good choice.
I do like Rodan as well.
And all of this comes at arguably the best possible time. I think other guy fished something out specifically for your thread.
Here we go.
So I'm going to post this in behind the counter here. How does this make you feel?
It looks like fucking Captain Fork.
And
if only you knew how bad things really are, ain't that the truth? I don't know, it makes me laugh. I like it.
Oh God! Oh God! It is!
It is!
Oh God! It is! We can't show that.
You can't show that, yeah.
I was wondering what that was down there. I thought she was like a smoker.
I thought that was just like a really deformed chin.
I had to mute because I was laughing too hard right when I joined.
I couldn't figure out what that was, and now thank you, Milk. Oh my god.
The picture is asshole.
Okay. We're moving to Alex _ who has questions now. Number one, how big is too big?
How big is too big? No, there's no such thing as too big. Bigger.
Bigger? There's no too big?
Bigger.
So I'm guessing you like Yona then, 'cause she's the biggest.
You know, I will answer that question later because there is a question related to the student suits.
Question number two. Have you ever seen a ghost?
Have I ever seen a ghost?
Yes.
See, I'm very mixed when it comes to like the supernatural occurrences like that. Because I always think there's a better explanation than just saying it is a ghost. There could be 1,000 different reasons to go into it. So I really don't like jumping to conclusions when it comes to that, but I know there was one time when I was really young, probably sleep paralysis, where I saw like a floating figure above me that pressed into me and made me where I couldn't move. I can speak, I can move my eyes, my head, but I couldn't move my body. And no matter how much I tried to scream and wake up my parents, I was 4 years old at this time, I couldn't wake them up. I remember just passing out afterwards. And I guess that counts as a supernatural experience, but it was more like sleep paralysis demons.
Jesus!
Well, what had made that more horrifying to me is you said he was floating above me, and then he pressed into me while doing the T-pose.
Yeah. Fucking no, he pressed into me in ways you do not want to know.
That'd be our fucking generation. We all die, and when we become ghosts, we just fucking meme on people.
T-pose, everyone.
Just fucking T-pose and fucking, how big is your dick?
Dabbing over people.
No, what I would do is whenever I'd haunt the bathrooms, and whenever someone unzips, we go, "Show me what you got."
Or go to the end of a long hallway and say, "What are those?"
He turned himself into a pickle.
Oh no! Anything
Can
but that.
Can you imagine ghost hunters in 50 years?
My God. It turned me into a pickle. Christ. That I'd honestly watch that show just for how terrible it is.
Oh my god.
To be fair, you have to have a really high IQ to understand Rick and Morty.
I want you to not continue that sentence, thank you.
Up next, how high can you jump?
I don't know, a few feet? Not a few feet, 2 feet.
Alright. Next question.
When was the last time you jumped? Answer me that.
You're saying you have a 24-inch vertical?
I literally jumped last night.
Alright, cool.
It was awful.
Just saying.
Couple days a week with
unless you're
cardio.
exercising or something, you don't really jump that often. Oh, nowadays.
Jumping and algebra are things you never have to use in real life outside of school.
That's not true. Algebra is important. I use it
I'm
every
a short
day.
man, I'll have you know. I need to jump this evenings.
Yeah, and it's not even just the actual algebra you need to use; it's the mindset that it instills you with.
It skills you.
Up next, what would be the worst orifice to have filled with warm but not scalding coffee?
Worst orifice? I don't know, probably the nose. Because, the sinus system's terrible.
No, it'd be worse.
What?
You know when you go in the pool and you come out and there's water in your ears and it's annoying you all day?
Alright, so that's how you get vertigo, so that also sucks.
And it's just it's just really
you ever
warm.
you ever read the Uzumaki? By Junji Ito?
I have not.
Alright, well, spirals have to do with that, and there's a spiral in your ear. And, one of the characters stabbed themselves in the ear because of the spiral, and, there's a whole thing that, caused them to go crazy, and they died from, vertigo and blood loss or some crap. So I imagine I would do that if I got coffee in my ears.
That said, though, I did a quick Google search because I really love coffee. And apparently coffee enemas are, real serious things.
I imagine so.
Yeah, you've never heard of those?
No.
Yeah, they're kind of weird, but they're definitely a thing.
It has killed 3 people. Worth it.
I guess you could say that's where we have enough coffee.
You can say that he had Joe up his. You can say that he had Joe up his ass.
I guess next time they better handle a Joe who Blah. I guess next time they better get fucking an asshole
you
that
got
handles
this.
Yukon style. Yeah.
You okay?
I'm good. I clearly don't have enough coffee.
We're gonna come on to the next question.
Oh my god. I gotta take a sip.
Number 5. What recipe can be made dramatically better with the addition of coffee, and what can be made dramatically worse?
What can be better with coffee? God, it has to be the tough questions. My cooking expertise is with fucking greasy ass food.
I know the answer.
Oh.
The best recipe
you
you can improve with coffee is a meth recipe.
You know, I'm going with him.
I mean,
The worst thing you can improve with coffee, cereal. We had a debate about this earlier.
That's pretty gross. I was going to say ice cream for the best, though. Coffee ice cream.
Oh, you know what? I have to take my stance back from Enigma over to 7 over here.
Yeah, it's an avocado. That's what it's called. But that said, I have had some like cakes and shit made where like they put, instead of like the normal amount of milk, they put a 75 milk, 25% coffee split in it and gives it a coffee flavor, and it's so good. Alright, up next, on to the next one. We're going to Sunbro for life.
Oh yeah, I love that guy.
Number 1, what's your favorite video game?
Okay, I really suck at the favorite questions, but I don't really have one, but I can name some that had an impact on me. So games like Hollow Knight, Undertale, Super Metroid, Portal, Outer Wilds, Bloodborne, the Dark Souls series have had a huge impact on me. I really like the modern Resident Evil games, like Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3 remakes. Resident Evil 7 is also really good. I play a lot of games, so I really don't like to have a definitive favorites list. Well, I named a few there that have had an impact on me. I highly recommend anyone here check out Outer Wilds, because it was highly underlooked because of the game that came out next to Outer Worlds. And, that didn't get confusing at all. But it is a game where it captures the spirit of space travel. And it's a puzzle game where you go around trying to solve why the sun explodes every 22 minutes. And it's like Groundhog's Day. Because every 22 minutes when the sun explodes, you start back from the beginning, and you have to piece more puzzles together in order to figure out how to stop that. It is really well put together, and it's an emotional journey I recommend anyone.
Aw, well then we'll have to make sure that people get it added onto their playlist. Anything else that you've got on your mind as far as influential games?
I've been playing a lot of Metal Slug lately.
Metal Slug.
Arcade game series that's my favorite. Metal Slug 3 obviously is the best because of the diversity and enemies and the ways you can go about the game. Like every single level has like multiple branching paths. So every time I play the game, I do something slightly different.
Which Metal Slug was the one where you fight zombies and you become a zombie as well?
That's Metal Slug 3. Metal Slug 2, you became a mummy.
I remember that. Oh, so many quarters wasted.
Not wasted. It's always a good time. But yeah, it is a bullet hell, so if you don't get good, you're gonna be losing some money. Excuse me.
Here, I'm gonna throw this for later for you. Coffee. Something that I enjoy. You may enjoy it.
Oh yeah.
All right. Up next. Number 2. What are some of your favorite video game moments?
See, I actually got one I wanted to talk about. So I played The Last of Us Part 1 for the first time this year. And
Ooh, possible spoilers?
Yeah, spoilers to anyone that does not want to hear, just go la 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 for the next 5 minutes or
All right,
so.
Go for it.
Well, it's the parts where Ellie is about ready to have certain things happen to her by a man named David.
Ooh.
And after going through all the crap that she went through in order to save Joel, and Joel comes back at that last moment as she loses her innocence at the same time, fully accepts Joel as her father figure. That symbolic moment of itself as the music starts to deteriorate, and he calls her baby girl just like his daughter at the very beginning of the game for the very first time throughout the play. Through that, it just hit me so fucking hard. I teared up a little. Yeah, that's a great game. I highly recommend The Last of Us Part 1.
Have you played the sequel?
Yes, I have. I played it day of release.
Would you suggest it?
If you like the gameplay, if you like the story, well, we'll talk about that. I actually answer that question later.
All right.
That's about the consensus I've got. Yeah.
Yeah.
What is your favorite boss fight?
I don't have one, but speaking of Metal Slug, in Metal Slug 3, the last boss fight is the last mission of that game might as well be the boss fight, because you fight the two previous final bosses in the previous games. You go to space, you go through multiple different phases on the mother alien ship that the Nazis type characters or whatever. How do you call it? They're like the not Nazis. They're like the little symbols like an X or whatever, but they're obviously a parody. And at the very end of it, you fight this big ginormous alien brain thing while falling down into from space all the way down to the ocean below.
Ooh.
And I think that was a really cool boss fight. Also, let's just say Ishin the Sword Saint, because that guy took me 6 hours to beat the Sekiro Shadows Die twice.
Ooh.
That was the final boss. That boss was once he pulls out the block, that was not ready.
That actually kind of also answers the next question, any favorite boss fight moments.
Yes, actually, it's also from the Soul series, particularly Bloodborne. When Ludwig the Holy Blade switches into his second phase and he pulls out the Holy Moonlight Sword behind him, that is the greatest fan service moment I have ever seen in the game, and it is 10 out of 10. Because for those not to know, the Holy Moonlight Sword is a sword that's been inside the From Software games since the... I forget what they call the old game RPG series, but it's been around since then. But it's been in every single Souls game, besides Sekiro, I do believe. So it was a great way to introduce it.
Yeah. All right, up next we have. Oh God, it's been so long since this question's been asked, and my throat hurts. Okay, here we go. Have you accepted Skeletor, the master of the universe, into your heart?
Yes.
Ah!
Skeletor's great. My father is a huge He-Man fan. He grew up with the show.
Suck a dick, He-Man!
He has a bunch of He-Man dolls.
Dolls?
I think he would say action figures.
I think someone in the world just screamed.
I'm just saying, the way that he dresses. And we had to talk about this yesterday. He's like he wears these bright paint he's he's obviously gay, and I was like, and then well, he's even more gay because he takes off his shirt when he gets the power.
Number
Saying.
6. You are in itty bitty Equin City. What business do you start?
I'm really good at drawing, so I just draw porn for money. So I guess a porn shop business space, right? I'd be in socks. I'm the one human there. So you can get a signed copy from me. It'll just be very unique in that sense. You're not gonna get porn from any other smelly ape.
I feel I would feel weird about that because on one hand, you'd probably have a lot of gross horses come in and be
yeah, but they're also the richest, so we're good.
But then you're also probably gonna have people that come in or oh, you should make me one of your models. Or weird shit like that.
Yeah, I'll just reply with Cost Extra.
But what if it's a reality that's more canon to the show where porn doesn't exist and they don't know what it is?
Well, what would I do? I guess I'll kill myself.
I mean, when you see, here's the thing though, Enigma. When you were younger, you didn't know what it was, but now you write it.
Why my pee hard?
What's a boner? We're getting weird. All right, moving on.
Like a boner, all right.
Number 7. What do you want to do another Bloodborne run through?
Hell yeah. We're actually, me and Summer were talking about this earlier. That's how we started talking. Me, him, and Tim? David? I forgot what the name was on here. Something like that name. Yeah. Was it Tim? It was somebody. He was helping someone through Bloodborne. At the time, Bloodborne's actually probably still is top 3 games of all time. I adored Bloodborne. I played it 1,000 times. So I went and joined them and helped them with the playthrough. And we need to get back and do another playthrough.
Yeah. Do it. Number 8. For all those Souls fans, do you even praise, bro?
No, I don't praise at all. I don't know what you're talking about.
What the fuck? You said Celestia's Bestia.
Of course I praise. That is a non-question.
All right. Seton is up next. Number 1, what is your favorite meal, snack, or food stuff that's really unhealthy, but just so good?
I have a really bad sweet tooth, so I have to control my urges, but I've been really digging the Sour Patch Kid exploders.
Sour Patch.
Are those like gushers, but
Yeah,
sour?
I like gushers, but like, yeah, they're sour than sweet.
That sounds awesome.
They are amazing.
God, when you said sour sweet, it reminded me of those old Sour Patch Kids commercials where they'd be nice to you 1 second, the Sour Patch Kids, and then they'd be assholes the next.
Are they sweet like gushers, or are they sour gushers?
Aren't they called Sour Patch Kids?
They're the Sour Patch Kids. Yeah, they're sour than sweet. Well, they're a little more sweet than sour, honestly.
So the gushing fluids are sweet in your mouth.
Yeah, well, and then both. Yeah, as you said, it starts off sour, but like only for like a microsecond, and then it becomes sweet.
Okay.
Then it becomes bitter and salty.
Yeah, that's the good kind of fluid.
Oh.
We're talking about kids here, guys.
Sour Patch. Sour Patch.
Kids,
I only eat Sour Patch consenting adults.
All right, number 3.
My man.
Why is bag milk the best milk?
Sorry, I'm not Canadian. I don't follow this religion.
Good. Bag milk needs to go away.
We have bad mayonnaise at work. I have no idea why.
Fucking excuse me.
That's what I said when I walked in. They said, "Here's the mayonnaise." I'm like, "Why is it bad?"
How's that even work?
It's just a bag of mayonnaise, and we
do you stick like a pumper in it, or
no? We don't stick a pumper in it. We just open the bag, put it in the bucket, and then like we scoop it out.
What
you
the fuck
scoop
is
out? Mayonnaise isn't a dip.
Well, you scoop it out with a big spoon or a broth spoon or whatever the hell you want to use, and then you put it into a little container and we bring it over for the sandwiches.
Your gas station's going to hell.
It ain't a gas station.
Not even Jimmy John's does this. They have
what the hell's a Jimmy John's?
You see the jars they have, like fucking whatever. I'm not gonna.
I don't know. It's strange. It was like the most odd thing I've seen in a while.
Bagged mayonnaise is the fucking worst, and it needs to go. It needs to go. Bagged mayonnaise pone.
Don't worry, I walked in, exploded, so you don't have bad mayonnaise for a little bit.
Oh my god! Slap the bag.
Imagine dropping that and it got on the floor.
Oh.
Or like you drop it outside and it explodes under the hot sun.
The orgy just got real rough. Okay,
I'm just thinking, like, what would I do if that happened? I think I'd just walk away. I'm like, well, I give up.
Well, no, like that happened once with like Arby's sauce when I worked at Arby's, and I just left the walk-in and pretend I didn't do it.
It wasn't me.
Jesus. Okay, up next. What is your one annoying habit? So something other people, like Seven, do that annoys you, but something you do that annoys other people.
I don't really annoy other people, but something that can get in the way of me sometimes. I'm always planning 9 steps ahead, aka the 3,000 notes I wrote for this cast. Sometimes I can overcomplicate things.
No, I can see that. Number 5. What is the theme song for your sex life?
Rip and Tear by Mick Gordon.
Yes! Oh, that hurt my throat so much. But that was so worth it. Rip and tear until it is done.
Rip and tear until it is done. As they say in the BDSM community.
Oh my god. It's not fun unless there's a little blood. Don't take that out of context.
Every impressionable person I'm watching the show right now is like,
Number 6. Do you watch anime by chance? And if so, what are your favorites?
I don't watch a lot of anime lately. I've fallen out of it, really. But I have been reading the manga of Beastars. I'm not caught up on chapter 160 or something. I really enjoyed it so far. The characters are top tier, same with the drama. I say my favorite anime is probably the one that impacted me most as a teenager, and that was Yu Yu Hakusho. Mostly because everybody to watch Yusuke Urameshi.
Yeah.
It was a jerk with a heart of gold, and that trope was never done better.
Now, I heard a rumor that Beastars is just like the anime version of Zootopia.
It's like that, but like turned up to 11. It takes the themes and really expands upon. I don't think I'm allowed to talk about those themes on the cast, so I'll just say it takes the themes of Zootopia and expands upon them greatly.
Ooh.
And goes to territories that aren't even within the realm of Zootopia.
Ooh, interesting. Zootopia, but for adults.
Yeah, essentially.
Number 7. How big is your porn stash?
Let's count the porn that I've drawn on this PC. I actually don't have any on this laptop right now.
Time to get it together. Gotta get that porn everywhere, man. You never know when you
I got a lot of favorites on Derpy Guru and places like that.
Okay, up next. What's your favorite non-MLP franchise?
God, I hate such of these. What did I say? I really
Souls.
I love Souls, but like, let's just say Undertale. That came in. I played that game the week it came out back in 2015, so it had a huge impact on me.
Yes, Undertale and Deltarune are so great.
Oh yeah, I love those games.
It's one of those weird games that like I feel like it's best embraced if you don't dive into the fandom.
I see the only part of the fans I saw was just like the drawings and the animations, so I was spared the brunt of the cringe.
Right. Number 2, have you done any fan-related content for your non-MLP franchise? Like,
I've drawn fan art for everything that I enjoy. I started drawing when I was 8 years old, doing Dragon Ball Z fan art.
Man, I'm gonna.
May we see the Videl ludes you drew?
Oh, I actually did not see. This is back before the PP knew what that was.
Yeah, I'm gonna need some Allura ludes for my birthday in a month. Thank you.
You have to pay me for that one commission, sir.
For a birthday? Oh man, what a butthole.
Don't worry, it's your birthday. I'll do something for you.
Okay.
I'm gonna commission the fuck out of you, Coffee.
Oh boy, here we go.
I'm gonna do a weird waifu story, and then I'm gonna commission you to do the art. It'll be great.
Oh, Coffee, dude, that sounds amazing. That sounds actually fucking amazing.
Coffee, you should look at what Jack said in the Twitch chat, by the way.
I don't have it pulled up.
Oh, he said, hi, Coffee. I just passed a kidney stone.
Oh, nice. You're referring to that, Jack. That was a Jack Ripper.
Oh, my God. All right.
Oh, that's what he gets.
We're about halfway through the cast. So this is our regulated chill moment. Hey, Flam.
Yeah.
Wake the fuck up.
Yeah.
Do you know what our podcast does?
No.
No? How the fuck do you not know? You're on it.
No.
We take money from people that listen to this cast and we donate it to horse rescue charity. How do you not know this?
Boopy.
We raised fucking over $700.
Boopy.
Thanks to everyone's support last year, god damn it.
That's amore.
Jesus Christ. Do you even know how you're able to like donate to our like Patreon and like how to give bits on Twitch?
Yes, I do. You dropped the donation in the mail, yes?
No, you fucking asshole.
Boopy.
Fucking put some Popeye fried chicken in your mouth and suck on this. You fucking look at the little. There's a little diamond.
It's not very amore of you.
There's some fucking. This ad is brought to you by Non-Pencil.
I don't know what you're selling.
So it's actually what's been going on for like the past 2 minutes now.
There's a diamond down in the bottom right. You can watch a short ad, and that gives you free bits that you're able to use on Twitch. By donating bits, all that money goes 100% to horse rescue charities that we have at Red Wings Horse Sanctuary, where we sponsor a horse named Little Bit. That said, we also have a Patreon if you would like to give a more recurrent donation that gives you Discord perks and things like that. You're able to see the cool things that we're posting behind the counter that normally people don't get to see on cast. So, what better reason than ever to try considering donating money to our podcast so that way we can say that we have some sort of positive influence in the world. That way at least something good is coming from this bullshit. End of ad. Yay, we did it. Flam.
More.
Bobbida-boopy.
Beebida-boppity.
Now then, without further ado, Coffee, let's get the spotlight back on you.
All right, let's do this.
Short Skirts and Explosions is up next.
Uh-oh,
And he
that's another
asked-
big one.
Oh, yes. What doth life?
All right, this is, I'm gonna draw from people that I've learned from. Life to me has meaning when you bear responsibility. Without something to carry, to give yourself some sort of meaning, it becomes a complete drag and you feel empty and worthless. Like, what's the point? But when you have a goal in mind, and when you focus your efforts on something tangible, you begin to find meaning in the days you toil away at any given project. Be it at the place you work, your family, your hobbies, whatever responsibility you hold dear to you, you carry that weight and it will see you through life. There's a reason old men who are retired still get out of bed and water the plants and mow the lawn. It gives them each day some sort of meaning behind it all. So I say, what doth life? Life doth responsibility.
Gay.
To quote the greatest anime ever, King of the Hill, you're going to carry that weight.
You're going to carry that way. Yeah, no, that is true. Don't live for the past, don't live for the future, don't live for the present, live for you.
You're going to carry that weight, Bobby. Sir Real is up next, who asks, Thingpone when?
Thingpone actually soon, because I've been writing it lately. I know I haven't really worked much with it, but since the SWT, the Strange Wifey thread, is having a bit of a dry spell right now, I've been, there was that one thing I was drawing Thingpone for this cast. I still need to get back to working on that. And then I was also trying to draw a Thingpone avatar for me. So that's Thingpone content right now. I wrote, I think, 300 words for the thing we do for love the other day. It's all about just getting back into it. So, soon-ish, don't hold me to it.
Up next, we have questions from Lone Trooper. Number 1, what is your most heartwarming moment from a convention?
I had never been to a convention.
Ah, really?
Nope.
Sad face. 7 we
I
got.
didn't even go to that online convention that they.
We got him a poster from one though. I convinced everyone to
that
sign one.
There we go. 7, you nailed it. That's the most heartwarming one. I have an Octa Scratch poster lying around somewhere.
How many beans will it take to bring you to a convention?
Plenty of beans. You want to pay for my ticket? I mean, I make enough money. It's just I got obligations here. That's the reason why I can't really do traveling. Well, like, if Everfree Northwest wasn't canceled because of reasons, and could have gone with that.
Aw.
Yeah. Because that's relatively close by-ish.
Yay. Also, holy shit, thank you, 7, for the amazing number of bits that you've shared with the Twitch chat.
I do it for the
yeah.
I do it for the good horses.
Right now, you're in the lead for today, and we're almost like at a hype train. So let's keep it up, everyone. We appreciate your assistance to horses. Number 2, what advice would you give to people who would like to start writing their own fan fictions or drawing their stories, and not just related to MLP?
Just do it. Like, I know you're nervous. The hardest part is starting. But just rip the Band-Aid off and do it. You're going to hate it. I hate it. But you're going to love the process eventually. You got to learn to love the process.
Yeah.
Like, it's like there's nothing really profound I can say for it, really. It's just, you
It does
really just
also-
got to do it. It's either you write or you don't write. There is no try.
and it gets easier the more you do it. Like, it may suck
Essentially, yeah.
to start, but just do it and do it more.
Let's start saying it was like anal sex. It's like hard at first. It's easier with time.
I'm sorry, did you just say skirts said writing is like anal sex?
Yeah, once upon a time, yeah.
Oh my Christ. I love it.
He said it on some podcast. There's a reason why I had a role in his Discord called Pink Stalker. I think it was when he was doing it for the Seattle Angels.
Damn it. I was hoping that it was ours for a second there. But hey, it
A
works.
long time ago.
Up next. The next question, we've kind of covered what is the favorite story that you've written. So we'll move on to which Barcast member would you collaborate with to write a new story?
Well, I guess, that's a tough one between you and Flam.
Why not all three?
Oh, yeah.
See, I think
ship us Flam for, like, military-related stuff.
you should do a Metroid fanfic with Flam.
Oh, dude, that'll be amazing.
You guys could write.
He's more of a prime fan. I'm more of a Super Metroid, classic Metroid fan.
You guys could write just the most super serious military thing, and then I'll throw Lila in it. And it'll be great.
Oh, God. I remember Violon showed me her Lila story once upon a time.
It's so good. It's so good.
Amazing.
All right. Number 5. What would be your favorite type of coffee? Which we already kind of covered. But what would be your favorite type of tea?
Oh, dude, easy. Yerba mate.
I'm sorry, what?
Yerba mate. Which is yerba mate.
Yerba mate?
It's all right. So you probably don't have it where you guys are, but it's definitely a huge Oregon thing, the West Coast. It is an energy tea, and I drink it nearly every morning to get myself up in the morning.
Energy tea?
Yeah, no, it's a root that specifically gives the body energy. At least that's what it advertises. I don't know. It tastes really good though.
That just sounds like hot leaf juice.
It's not even hot. It's cold. It's from a can.
I found out the other day that there's also a Dr. Pepper energy drink now that I had no idea existed. So
There's a Dr. Pepper energy drink.
they should call it Dr. Peppy because you're getting some energy.
That was just an accident. God damn it. Number
Skirts
6.
would like to buy this product.
Skirts would like to buy this product. I'm pretty sure that if Skirts ever goes to a convention, like, we're going to create this huge, like, conspiracy where everyone's going to bring him a Dr. Pepper and say thank you.
Oh, dude, it's not just that. We also got to ask him about the end of ponies over and over. He loves that.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. Up next, we have, where would you like to see yourself in the next 3 to 5 years, both personally and professionally? We're deep now, fam. Welcome to the interview.
I would like to see myself with more money.
Fucking tell me something I don't know.
All right, so be a little less broad here. There's multiple. Like, I still haven't decided what I'm going to do.
Well,
Sorry, chew the burger. Head talk. All right. I haven't fully decided what I'm going to do yet. I have multiple different branches that I'm considering. I'm either considering joining the military to get 4 years of college free plus the experience that comes from that. That's one branch that I can do. Or I can just do the savings that I'm doing right now to my bank and save for college. Another thing I can do. Well, I'm definitely one of those type of people that doesn't like being tied down doing one thing. I'm a very spontaneous person. I'm very much... I like being adaptable. I don't like my schedule being the same all the time.
yeah. And it's very respectable to consider joining the military, but if you don't like being tied down, that is the literal opposite.
Oh, no, I'm going to go like directions and stuff like that. I learned that one from Rito and all my angry bosses.
Let me ask you this. This is something that I haven't ever asked someone on the cast before, but I'm actually like interested. At your highest aspiration in the fandom, what are you doing? Like, what are you known for?
What am I known for? I'm probably known for writing anon stories. So that's like the majority of my life, right? That and strange moves.
Well, I think he means, like, at your highest aspiration, what do you want to be known for?
Oh, strange moves. I want to be known as the guy in fan fiction that got the strange moves into the spotlight. I already got Thing Pwn in the feature box once. I can do it again.
Oh, there are plans for Thing Pwn in the future. I'm not gonna.
Oh boy, let's do this.
I'm not gonna get tied down talking about it and get wrapped up in details, but that's something that you may want to keep your eyes on for the.
Dude, just message me. I will be there the pre-read. I will help edit that.
It will be great. Oh, I wasn't even thinking for me. I'm thinking, okay, we're moving on. I'm not gonna tease this.
Oh, you got me excited.
What do you believe the future holds for film fiction?
For film fiction, I think it's about to be roughly the same. I think it might, lose popularity as it is like right now. You don't see like stories get crazy amount of likes unless you're tackling moron or someone. So I imagine it's going to slow down maybe even more.
The user cackling moron.
Yeah. But anything else calling him a cackling moron?
No, I'm just like, I was sitting here for a moment. It's like, wow, that's rude as fuck. Like, oh, right, there's a user named cackling.
Yeah. You had him on the cast, ding dong.
Oh, God. Days and weeks are blurring together.
Oh, I feel that one, bro. But, I think they might slow down a bit more. But, like, when Season 5 rolls around, whenever how that pipe dream goes down, I imagine they'll pick up popularity.
Gen 5?
Gen 5.
Honestly, as long as the other options remain as mediocre as fanfiction.net and AO3, this site will continue to be big.
That is true, though.
Because, like, those sites you can't blog, you can't, comment in a way that matters, because no one else will see it. You can't make, so many custom bookshelves with descriptions and everything. You can't customize your profile with whatever you want. It's just not as good.
For a long time, I seriously, genuinely thought that Wattpad was a serious contender when it comes to, writing, because it has the social interfaces. It has, good readability, good, lists and things in order to read and comment and review and stuff like that. But what I ended up finding is that it's genuinely too hard to get noticed or to, make a community happen on that website. So I definitely think that, in that vein, I hate to say it, fanfiction.net is net better.
Yeah, I mean, no front page of a fanfiction website looks as good as FimFiction. You just load it up.
Remember when FimFiction was green?
News stories. Yeah, I do. You get to see the news stories, latest updates, news, popular stories, featured stories. Everything is on that one page. It even tells you what you were reading last. It's perfect.
You remember when avatars were circles?
Remember when the feature box was in
actually.
Priest, remember when the feature box was in the banner at the top right?
Yes.
What? This is all news to me.
Yeah, so there used to be a banner. They ended up getting rid of them because it just was a little bit of a waste of site resources. But the banner used to have the feature box. Hold on. There might be a picture I can show you.
I think you actually might have showed me this, actually.
Yeah, I'm not okay. I had you in a call one day and I showed you the old FimFic. The old FimFic was a trip, dude. It was different.
Yeah, we also had the just the banner that kind of determined your site's color theme.
Yeah, let me go on the Wayback Machine and I'll show you real quick.
Anyway, while he brings that up, out of everything you've done in your life, what are you most proud of that's not related to MLP?
Oh God, you're like an interviewer at a job right now. So
welcome to a fucking interview.
I understand, but by that I mean you're asking very broad questions about my life, and I was like, I don't know.
Fucking beating
in
Bloodborne.
Kindergarten, I once stuck up for a girl that was being bullied. That counts as being proud, I guess.
Dude, did she give you a high five?
She gave me a hug.
Ah! That's some kindergarten shit right there.
Yes, that counts.
That's like third base in kindergarten.
Dude, you got her pregnant back then with that hug.
I don't know, it was just some guy was being a jackass, so I called him a jackass. You probably sounded funny to him, it's a kindergarten saying, jackass!
Take that, random 4-year-old.
Here you go. I have it in behind the counter milk if you want to show anyone in the audience, too, what it used to look like way back when.
Oh, God, yes.
I think I recognize that art, too.
It was so... I
That
like
is completely different.
Oh my
What is
god,
this?
I honestly miss those days.
You remember when the background would slide to different ones? And there was one I always remember, the one where Scootaloo is a Wonderbolt and Rainbow Dash is a.
For a while, I actually got a Chrome extension that brought the banners back.
yeah.
Yeah, but it kind of messes with the website a bit when you do.
It does, so for the better. What is interesting is going into the Wayback Machine or the Archiver to like whatever date way back when and seeing what was on the top of the feature box back then.
Remember when FinFiction had ads?
I fucking hate that interactive pony still too. God, get out of here.
The interactive pony's still around.
Yeah, I know. I hate it.
I
That's
wonder
why you
why
turn
we
it
still
off,
have
Seven.
that.
It reminds me of when people were all downloading that Pony desktop app where you could have them on your desktop and you could set it so they would like steal your icons and stuff.
Oh god.
Dude,
My-
dude, it's like that annoying goose that fucking came out not so long ago that steals your mouse.
My God.
Might as well just download like a desktop stripper or something, get something out of it.
Like, what was it? Curious what was in the feature box. Friendship is Optimal was in the feature box on the day I
Oh,
just
that's
posted.
before my time, but I recognize that.
Holy crap. Yeah, that's 2012.
That's like
This was also before the updates took up the bottom 3 of the feature box, so an update could actually get all the way up to the top. No, actually, no, sorry.
A long time ago.
So actually, this was back when a story could only be featured once. I remember this. So if you got featured when you first released it, you would never get featured again if you updated it. Whereas an update, you could get featured.
They didn't reserve the lower 3.
Yeah, exactly. Once you got featured once, that was it. Your time in the feature box was done. You're done. You're never getting back in.
That's when it really paid off to do like quantity of stories over quality.
Yeah, and that's when being featured was a bigger deal too. Because if you get featured just the one time, that's it. You want people to know.
Yeah, and that's
Wolverine, the equestrian myth.
Nowadays, you can start a story off with like 20 likes, right? But then if 15 chapters in, if you have 150 and updated, you'll get featured almost regardless because the word count.
Yeah. All right, up next. What games, movies, TV shows, fan fictions, or books would you personally recommend to people to help pass the time?
Sorry, was that repeat the question? I was distracted.
What games, movies, TV shows, fan fictions, or books would you recommend to everyone to help pass the time?
Books, let's think of book. Read Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. That is a phenomenal book, one of my favorites of all time. The Gothic Romanticism era of writing in itself is one of my favorite eras of writing. Even if you don't fall into the philosophy of it, you can really get a lot of ideas there from it.
There's there were sure a lot of Prometheus allegories in that book.
Yeah, there was, and there was also a lot of allegories to Paradise Lost, and I can't really talk about it. We're getting into religious territory, so
right.
Get to that.
What kind of throws me or makes me like sit here and think is that like the last time I was exposed to Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, it's like forced reading in school.
Yeah, same. Well, that last time, but I read it for AP Literature in high school.
Is it something that's better, like, once you, like, approach it with a neutral palette? Because there's something about... I feel like there's something about school and school reading that just breaks it down and makes reading not fun.
It
and reading is such a wonderful thing.
My class for AP Literature was great because we would do Socratic seminars, which is we would all sit around in a circle and we would talk about the chapters and what they meant. And we would bounce back off each other until we got to the core point. The teacher would lead the conversation towards the direction that needs to go. And I thought that was a lot of fun. It was a hands-off, but also hands-on. It was like more hands-off, but also like there's still some guidance there sort of approach to kind of teaching. It was expected because it was a college-level class for high school.
Right.
Hey, Coffee.
What I hated about reading books in high school is like you do the test about the book and it asks you the questions like, why did this character do this? And in your head, there's multiple interpretations, but you got to choose one answer.
My essay writing. And what was that, 7?
I'm very disappointed in you.
Oh, why?
You should have recommended the movie that Ennio Morricone did the score for since he died 5 days ago.
I take back everything I have to say. All right, Ennio Morricone, he died recently at the age of 91. He did the soundtrack for You Know What, The Thing by John Carpenter. And I'm going to recommend anyone, since you're watching the cast about me, Thing Pone, stuff like that, to go watch The Thing. It is one of my all-time favorite movies. I have watched it so many times. In fact, I watched it with 7 not so long ago.
It's so good. I love that movie.
And I own the Steelbook edition.
I need to get it. I'm jealous.
Ennio Morricone died?
Yeah, he died on the 5th.
Yeah.
Or 6th, sorry.
It was a very big rip that day. Very sad. He is a fucking legend.
I didn't hear. Fuck.
I saw it randomly on Discord. Someone messaged shitfuckers. I'm like, oh, what? Oh, man.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I mean, he was 91. He was 91. I mean, he lived a great life and
did
scored for a lot of great movies.
Just one of the greatest composers of all time.
Yeah.
John Williams is getting up there too. I'm going to be sad. I don't want to think about it. He's almost in his 90s. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, there's a moral to the story here. Don't get older.
Let's mosey on to Coffee Minion. Coffee Gang represent. Uh-oh. Why uh-oh?
Uh-oh. That's not a good sign.
How is that not a good sign?
Because I'm involved.
A wild Starbucks appears. You're given a VIP pass that allows you to order any beverage of your choice, but it's cursed. If you fail to order your heart's truest...
no! I spilled my drink down my pants!
The curse worked.
The curse worked.
I did. This is unfair, Coffee Minion. You now have internal kidney stones. I spilled it right on my private area.
Your navel?
Sure. Now my bed is gonna be stained.
Oh my god! What the fuck?
I'm starting to believe the supernatural now. I didn't even finish the sentence. I was already cursed.
If you fail to order your heart's truest, fondest, caffeinated desire, you will...
I can't even say what it is anymore because obviously it's not correct.
Do you need a moment to like clean yourself up?
No, we're just got power through it. We're good.
All right.
We're just in Pee Pee Pants City right now.
Pee Pee Pants City.
Haha, he peed his pants. Are you saying you pee coffee?
I pee Mike's Hard Black Cherry Lemonade.
Ooh, that's a good flavor.
You're a pea king duck.
I like to think your dad comes in, sees this thing, and goes, "Are you jizzing, son?"
Oh god.
Oh, it's ruined. My god, he wouldn't say that. He would say something 10 times worse.
Are you fapping the horse's son?
Dude, I can't even say what he would say. Let's put it that way.
Oh my god.
He loves the fucking thing.
I would just get onto you for wasting the alcohol. What have you
That's
done?
what he would say too. He would do the same thing.
What have you done?
I'm sorry, Coffee Man's to blame. He cursed me.
All right. I feel like that's almost better than any answer we could have came up with to this question.
That was unfortunate.
All
right, so let's just say I'm cursed. We don't even need to answer that question. I'm just cursed.
All right. We're going to Soaring, who says, coffee on the podcast? Nice. So, future horse gynecologist, a.k.a. not enough coffee, what inspires you to create the art and stories that you do? Is there any sort of method that you go through, or is it just stream of consciousness? Also, is there ever enough coffee?
There's never enough coffee. It's like a mix of both, really. It depends. Like, if I'm doing like a one-shot, like face with Chrysalis and whatnot, I have the idea in my head, and then when I'm writing it, it's a stream of consciousness. I take the Hemingway approach where I just slit my wrist and bleed on some paper.
That's fair.
If I'm doing something longer, like one of the projects I'm working on right now, I've been working on for a while, bit by bit, I actually have a whole outline written for it. So it's just about connecting the dots. Like I know KCAT mentioned this for one of their blogs. They mentioned that they don't want the entirety of the story outlined because it becomes uninteresting to write. But they want enough bits so they know which direction they're going. And I say that's a good example to follow. Especially when you first get into writing in order to make your writing stronger. Like, just like with art, if I were to just go straight into it and draw something without doing my construction lines, it's probably going to look a little funky.
Speaking of a little funky, My throat's starting to give out on me a little bit. So, Enigma, Flam, would you guys be interested in alternating posts until the end of the cast?
Fuck it.
Lab.
Sorry, I had the hardware mute. That's
No, it's all
fine.
good. We've got 35 minutes left and a whole fuck ton of questions. So,
Oh, dude, we're
Go
just
ahead.
sneak run this shit. Let's go.
God fucking damn it. Okay, and
Flam, go ahead and go first.
yeah, I just closed the tab accidentally. Give me a second.
Oh man.
Fuck, where the fuck are we?
So I am not
You
going
just-
to.
Looking.
He's posted behind
We're at Nalia.
All right, I'm gonna do the opposite of wasting my drink. I'm gonna take a
Red
sip.
Nalia.
It becomes part of my pants.
Okay, there we
Okay.
go. Red Nalia. Huzzah. Okay. Who says, hi, coffee, less than 3. Do you like head pats?
Oh yeah. I mean, who doesn't like hit pats? Who doesn't like affection?
Yes. And do you like tacos?
You would be blessed because nothing like tacos. I'm on the west coast of the United States. I'd be very blessed with something like tacos.
Yes.
I just had some tacos 2 days ago. They were delicious.
I think I had tacos like 4 days ago. They were delicious.
Yes. All right, and that ends Nalia's question. So we're alternating, you said, Priest? Or Enigma and I are alternating?
I think Priest died.
He's doing the pelvic thrust, bringing it around town. But yeah, I'll take over.
All right, so you do.
Arcane.
Arcanine. You don't know the name of a Pokemon?
Pokemon?
Wow. Fucking gay.
Is that some weird Digimon?
Alright, I need you to read the question.
I can't wait to hear Arca's response when I go back to the other server.
Oh my god. They're watching over there, aren't they? Uh-oh.
Yeah, I had them in there. I told them to watch.
Uh-oh. Stinky.
Question number 1. Any game that you had high hopes for that ended up...
Seeing them? Oh, Doom Eternal. And Arcanine's gonna slap my... give me a high five for that one. Like, I had my hopes set high for that, but, like, it exceeded it with, like, just the pure adrenaline rush that gameplay is.
Yeah.
Like, the soundtrack is coom-worthy.
Coom-worthy.
Same goes for Final Fantasy VII. Like, it didn't exceed my expectations. I think it met them exactly where they were. That's because I really despise side quests in that game, but, like, the OST in that game, it brought a nostalgic tear to my eyes. Oh my gosh, so good.
Most disappointing game you've played.
Alright, so this is maybe when we mentioned Last of Us Part 2 earlier. Here we go. So, The Last of Us Part 2 was a phenomenal disappointment from a narrative standpoint. The part that mattered the most, it didn't matter how fun the gameplay was or how great the environment and graphics were, it dropped the ball where it literally mattered the most. But the memes it spawned, however, were 10 out of 10. Like, if anyone's like interested in seeing my full thoughts on it, like, I have a blog post that's over 3,000 words long for a review, where I break down every little thing that I had wrong with the story and the game itself. There's plus some points that I really liked.
Man, at least it had a story. I'm sitting over here with Halo 5 wondering where everything went wrong.
At least they had a story. Oh, jeez, Coffee, you guys get a story?
You get a story? Oh.
I never even played Halo 5. I just
Yeah.
stopped like halfway through Halo 4.
Just
Don't.
don't.
Just don't.
You should retry Halo 4, though. Looking back, the Halo 4 campaign was actually
Halo
very
4 is
good.
a fantastic game. And
The campaign was fantastic in retrospect.
ODST is my favorite.
Halo 2 is my favorite.
Hell yeah. High five, bro.
Hell yeah. Close second, Combat Evolved.
Alright. Tea or coffee?
You know, this is gonna come as a shocker. Like a real big shock. I actually prefer tea to coffee, and I didn't realize this until after making the fusion name.
Yeah, don't worry. I just renamed you. It's okay.
Yeah, it's because like I got this name because the coffee machine at work broke, so not enough coffee. We didn't have coffee. I thought it was fitting. And like a year or so later, I discovered my love for tea, and I realized I've been living a lie this whole time.
It's good. Tea's more versatile.
I love tea.
There's
like
so
coffee too, but
many
I
different
love tea.
flavors. There's so many things you can do with tea.
I bet Coffee Minute over here is like I'm glad I cursed you now. Fucker.
Tea is just mild soup in a cup.
Oh.
Oh, on God?
It's hot water.
Are you saying it's a broth?
Yeah, sure.
I mean,
Oh,
tea
that's
is
a
a weak
question.
broth.
Oh, look, it was pretty simple.
Well, all right then.
Flab, why don't
Oh.
you take it?
Took
Flab.
it a step.
Alrighty, then we move on to Jammer, who asks, "What's it like to write and draw? Any tips or tricks or things you wish you knew when you started?"
It makes it harder to find balance in your time because I do more than just write and draw. I have a shit ton of fucking hobbies. It's hard to balance it all. Which I'm glad I work morning shifts. So I have a whole afternoon to myself. But I can explain all the ins and outs of writing and drawing. But I've been saying this entire time. What you really need to do is just do it. If you want to do it, do it. And like in the words of Yoda, do or do not. There is no try. There is no substitute for hard work and dedication. With enough patience and toiling away at smaller goals with your arts that lead into bigger ones, you will find yourself improvement over time. Like, I recommend starting small, getting confidence with your line uses, making your way up the shapes and so on. And as I said, do not skip the fundamentals. It's like math. Once you skip the fundamentals, you're going to have a real bad time later. And when it comes to improving writing, read. Read a lot and take a lot from the people that influence you. You are standing on the back of giants. If you don't read a lot and write a lot, you're not going to get better at writing.
I agree. Very much so. Alrighty. I like the sound of that. Number 2, if you were given 33 drinks of your choice every week, would you give Vylon a place to stay at or near your home, cooking her breakfast each and every day?
Yes, a Vylon would be a bitchin' roommate. Also, of course I'll let Dave come to my home. I wouldn't be a member of the fucking strange wife did otherwise.
What if she assimilates you?
Good.
Oh, you're into assimilation. That's
well,
cute.
then I'm no longer alive, right? It's a win-win.
Well, then he'd be inside Thingpone, and
Yeah, I'd be inside Thingpone, and I also would be Thingpone, and
That's kind of hot.
it's kind of hot.
She would shoot up. She would shoot up your urethra like those Amazon fish.
Dude, you see that art by Piku where like her tongue goes down like Anon's urethra? That's fucking freaky.
Lel. All right. Number 3. Thingpone is a cutie patootie. What other strange, mysterious waifus do you know of and suggest? What makes a good monster waifu? What is something that isn't as common or underappreciated in art or stories that make the mares that much cuter, or is a good waifu material? That's an involved question.
Yeah, and I have a lot to say, but I roll on this one. So I'm going to show Orchid, the potato chip loving kaiju, and defender of mankind.
I thought Mothra.
My friends know this, but I'm a huge, ginormous giga fan of Dai Kaiju. Like, I own at least, I think I own at least, $600 worth of merchandise right now when it comes to the movie collection and figures and whatnot. That I've been building up since I've started my previous job. Godzilla specifically was a part of my childhood, and watching these movies, puts me in a happy place. And since I'm on topic, I will recommend some. Since I want people to actually watch Godzilla, because people don't think it's just silly rubber suits monsters fighting each other, which it is, but it's also more. And I'd recommend the original Godzilla because it is one of the best perfect allegories for nuclear destruction. The movie came out several years after the bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
Yeah, 54, 9 years later.
Yeah, and the art that came out before, from that time, perfectly depicts what mass destruction is like. And there's a reason why the original Godzilla was recommended for an Academy Award. Then, of course, there's classes like Godzilla vs. Mothra, Godzilla vs. Ghidorah, the whole Heisei series in general, because it actually has a definitive end, and has my favorite in the series, Godzilla vs. Destroyer, which is probably the most emotional one. Looking at that too.
Sorry. I know. I'm sorry. I looked at what Milk posted.
Yeah, I was looking at it too. But off that, other strange foods. I would totally recommend clones, which are plank ponies, because they're fucking awesome, and the artists that draw them are also amazing. And if I'm going to show my story Stranger Than Fiction, because I wrote about these strange waifus in that collection. Meaning that Ultramare, Boogie Mare, Orchid, and so on. And I plan to write more. Wasn't there like a part of it that said like, what do you like wish was better with like wifey writing?
Yeah, what's something that isn't as common or is underappreciated in art or stories that make the mares that much
Oh,
better?
I got a good one for this. Tell attention to detail. Like if like the mare's angry, like her like tail whipping at in anger, like her subtle body language, like her withers shivering, or her ears flicking, and things like that to really express the emotions makes it all the more adorable.
I agree, 100%. That's how you do it. Awesome. Good shit there. And number 4, what would be the ideal date with your wifey?
Yeah, as much as I love movies, we have to go with the try and shoot dinner date because we actually get to have a conversation and eat, so it's a win-win situation.
And
You're gonna have a dinner with me, Coffee?
Oh, I'm gone?
Yeah.
Anyone who takes someone to a movie on the first date is no style and has no grace, and they probably have a funny face.
That's what I say. Just like you're just sitting there watching the movie and not really talking to each other. That's why I like to try and like shoot dinner dates like really good because you get to talk and learn about each other's interests, and then afterwards you might do something else like, hey, let's go shopping or some shit.
There you go. Exactly. So don't take your shit to movies on the first date, y'all. Words of wisdom. And as always, number 5. Would you hug Thing Pone, kiss him goodnight, and tell him every little thing gonna be alright? And would you stick the peener in it?
The answer to all of that is one big giant yes.
Alright.
When I go into Thing Pone, I try to convince my friends, like, man, you ever see what it's like to fuck that thing? I think about it a lot. And they never go on the same page as me. Which is a shame.
Okay.
Yeah, I know, right?
And, well, apparently we had a post by Pat, and apparently it was deleted last Wednesday, so sad day.
He has one later on. He just...
Also in the comments, Muggany said, but what if the girl really likes movies? The answer to that is you should have a movie night at your house and make her a nice dinner.
Dude, yeah, 7 has it right on.
That's what I did the other night when I had a girl come over. Make them dinner, then do movies.
There you go. Like the sound of that. So, Enigma, I think you're up.
Muggany. And his first question is, are you having a good birthday today? It's your birthday?
No. He's trying to fuck with you guys. Ain't my birthday. My birthday's
Happy
November.
birthday!
I will kill you.
Can someone play Happy Birthday in the chat for Coffee?
Uh-oh. No, please, no.
I think...
Happy birthday
to you.
Oh, you're
I don't know the words, so I'll sing and pretend I know the words. Why has everyone stopped singing?
I used to know it in Spanish, and then I forgot.
Alright. Sorry.
God. Well, Muggany also gets kidney stones now for that.
I like to think that's your SCP power. Just give people kidney stones.
Yeah, give people kidney stones. You know, pocket sand? Pocket kidney stones.
Are you a big gay doo-doo head?
I don't believe so.
Do your parents know you're a big gay doo-doo head?
I don't believe so either. At least I pay them enough money so they don't think that.
Do your grandparents know you're a big gay doo-doo head? Big gay doo-doo head.
I don't believe so either. In fact, I need to talk to them more often.
How old is the big gay doo-doo head this year?
I can't give age.
Yes, that's correct.
Do you think Dr. Phil participates in philanthropy?
Yeah, I want you to die. I hate puns.
How are Yar today?
Yar be good.
Slab.
Oh yeah, and of course, have a good birthday. And you forgot his important fucking question down there.
What's the important question?
Says, what's your favorite or go-to brand of coffee? Or did we already answer that? I forget.
We already answered that. I just said vanilla frappuccino.
Okay, then fuck you, Muggany.
It's not there. I don't see it.
Refresh, you mongoloid.
And place of being fresh.
All right. Well, since we already answered that, we move to famous last words.
Hell yeah, let's go, buddy.
What's your favorite song in the whole wide world and why?
I don't have a favorite song, but I'm just gonna chill out Red's Let Go, because it was a song I listened to when I was having a lot of anger issues back when I was a teenager about personal things that happened when I was a kid, which I won't go into, but the song about letting it go and to just move on from that and embrace what comes after. Hit me hard. And that's why it's one of the most important songs for me. I really enjoy it.
Perfect. And if you had to live with your favorite food or go back to your previous place of work, what would you choose?
That's a tough one. My last place was some duty butter. So I go without my favorite food or go back to my favorite. I think I'm gonna go without my favorite food because I have a lot of favorite foods. So I just go about the most favorite one, but I still have more food.
There you go. Yeah, I personally choose the favorite food, go without the favorite food because
my last job was just drama central, and I don't want to deal with that again.
And honestly, I'd probably have a six-pack by now if I went without my favorite food, so that would be the good aspect.
I know that feel.
Mm-hmm. And finally, fuck, marry, kill. Him, Jack, and Purify.
Alright, so I am not gonna fuck Famous because he has IBS.
What does that have to do with?
What do you mean that has to do with that? I'm not getting shit on my dick.
Okay.
Alright, but I'm going to marry him because I'll be financially secure. I'm going to kill Jack because, yet again, he tells me too many pun jokes to go left, untortured. And I guess that leaves fucking Purify.
Hey, can I read this next one since I'm technically half of this prolific?
You are half of it, yeah.
I agree. You should do it.
Okay. So, Something Emo and Edgy has a question for you.
Ooh,
oh, yeah.
In a while.
So, greetings, fellow Fairweather writer. If you had to choose between slurping Octavia's yeast infection through a crazy straw or mutilating vinyl with a pair of fingernail clippers, which would you choose? I patiently await your answer.
I'm going to make fucking vinyl scratch the pastrami sandwich. My mouth is going nowhere fucking near that yeast infection.
What? First it's sour, then it's sweet. Come on, man.
I am going nowhere near. That's how you get the fucking cordyceps in The Last of Us.
So, do we have your permission to write a story where your OC mutilates vinyl with a pair of fingernail clippers?
You don't even need my permission. You're going to do it anyway, so go for it.
You'll also probably afterwards just drink. We'll drink Octavia.
I'll just make a pony called Not Enough Yeast.
Oh no! As we say, we don't even have an OC, so we have to make something up, bro.
Friendship is so beautiful.
It really is.
You guys are putting Dallas abuse behind the counter.
Not you guys, just me.
Well, alrighty, and then I believe you are up for Pat, Nigma.
Badass. What is your favorite fictional country and why?
I'm gonna say Finland because they're kind of cool.
Thank you. I'm glad someone else said that.
Is that because of the thing where there's a 50% chance Finland doesn't exist?
Yes.
Yeah, I love that. That's the greatest 4chan post ever made.
Gotta go back to my roots.
What obscure video game or game series do you like?
You guys ever play fucking Time Splitters?
Yes!
I have, yeah, I remember Time
That game is so underrated. I forgot the one that I played on GameCube, but the infection mode was phenomenal.
You played 2.
Yeah, the original was backwards compatible on Xbox One, and I played it again the other day. It's so good.
It's so fucking good, man. It's backwards compatible on Xbox One, dude. I have to get that shit then.
Right.
Gretel 2 was Robot Waifu.
I never play as the monkey. I love this monkey.
Which food place has the best fries? If you don't eat fast food or don't like fries, you can disregard this question.
I really like McDonald's. I'm going to go with the basic bitch answer.
Dude, they're so good, bro. I don't care.
It works. It honestly works.
Their fries are delicious.
You guys probably hate me for this, but I like animal fries.
Animal fries is actually the real basic bitch answer.
I like
animal fries, though.
I've never heard of that. What the hell is that?
It's Westerners, you wouldn't know.
Oh, okay. Oh, In-N-Out. Yeah, I've heard they're good.
Priest,
They're pretty good.
Coffee. We agree on animal fries, so let's all high five with our dicks.
I've been thinking of going to
I
Texas.
think it's kind of spicy on the alcohol, so I'm not
Is
sure
it-
you want.
Is it worth a drive to Texas just to try an In-N-Out burger and fries?
The In-N-Out doesn't taste the same there.
Okay, then never
I
mind.
wouldn't know. I've never been to Texas, but
Yeah,
my
'cause
answer
it's
would
probably,
be no, because you'd be disappointed all the same.
I mean,
You'll
It's
probably
like a different. It's like a different distributor. So like the
it's a franchise. It's a franchisee. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you'll go there and it's probably fucking fantastic. But then if you tried a West Coast In-N-Out, if you just like come here and try a West Coast In-N-Out, say like for Babs or something, then you're gonna be immediately having the Midwest ruined for you. Like,
How are you talking about? They're good.
hmm,
They're fucking messy, but they're good.
there you go.
Pat asks, "How hype are you for pony life?" I do ask this for Salt Reacts and out of legit curiosity.
I have no interest in it, so I don't really have much to say. Whatever floats people's boats.
Yeah, I saw it yesterday with
Oh,
Pat.
I know, like, I'm fucking on 4chan, and everyone on 4chan is like, I'm gonna kill myself. But, you know, I'm not that type of guy.
Not that type of girl.
Sure.
When poured onto cereal, what is milk? A beverage,
crunchy beverage.
a broth, or sauce?
Crunchy beverage.
No way, it's a broth. It's a soup.
It's a crunchy beverage.
Vsauce Michael scientifically proved that cereal is soup.
I don't care what Vsauce has to say. He murdered my father.
Wah.
In a dark alley. If you can go to one place to eat, would it be Tomboy Outback Steakhouse, Femboy Hooters, Goth IHOP, MILF Denny's, or other?
Me and Flam are burying the bond on this. Tomboy Outback any day.
Yes.
I actually just had
and my
Outback.
close second is Goth IHOP.
I just had
Remember-
Outback today. They're so good.
I remember I made one up called Ada Ada Arby's.
Oh.
And, dude, I know you said fucking Yondery Hub down there, and I'm like, that's terrible. Get rid of that out of my sight. But no, Tomboys are the best, and I will simp them any day.
Absolutely. I can only hope to end up with Tomboy GF one day.
Dude, same.
Yes. Alrighty, we move on to FimFiction's most interesting mod in the world, Chapter One Lips, who asks, "Don't you have an announcement to make, Kofi?"
Oh, I was informed today that we were dating.
So just apparently you guys are dating?
Yeah, you know, it was just brought up on me. Oh, yeah, we're dating now.
Oh, well, okay then. Fucking goddamn it. Cough. Goddamn it, chapped. Can't get them chapped lips for myself.
I'm not sure if he's a femboy or not, so he has the femboy fingers.
God damn it. Why do you love drawing besides you being good at it?
So, going back to the whole, childhood thing, during that turbulent time of my life, I got into drawing around that time, and it was a good escapism from bad situations, and like it just puts me into a happy place. And once I'm plucked it up over and over again, then I get into a very angry happy place.
There you go. Awesome. And there we are. Sorry, dear diary. I wish I could read. Rank the young 6 characters 1 through 6, and this I'm curious about.
Smolder's number 1. Marcellus is number 2. Gallus is number 3. Sandbar is last. I know that.
Hell yeah.
Yona is second to last. Who am I missing?
Oh my god, Jack's gonna kill you.
Your list is pretty much identical to mine.
I know the Smolder number 1, Cellus number 2, Gallus 3. And I know I'm missing someone in the oh yeah, Silverstream. Yeah, Silverstream actually number 3, Gallus number 4, Yona number 5, and then Sandbar last. There we go.
What's hilarious is that the young 6 made such a little impression on me, I forgot like half their names already.
No,
Yeah.
I forgot Silverstream for a moment, and Jack gave a few trades. Kidney stones were flying at 1,000,000 miles per minute to hit me upside the head.
Yep.
Like, real talk, I thought they were all really boring.
I love
Except
Cindy.
Yona.
I love
Except Yona, she was pretty cool.
but like Smolder's my favorite. Fucking she was in Gallus abuse, so I like sharing Gallus abuse with Jack as a bothersome.
Honestly, Yona just has most shitpost material, so
She does, easily.
potential.
Oh, Gallus has got shitpost material too, but it's usually Gallus abuse. It's like the new good abuse.
Gotcha, that makes sense. And what's your dream job?
Marine biologist.
Ooh woo. And
So that's how you're gonna fight Cthulhu.
and
Oh,
god,
yeah.
this is a fantastic question because I posted a blog about this and I got the greatest responses ever. What one common trope in film fiction that you're done with and you hope to never see again?
God, what I don't want to see it again. I'm very easygoing. Let's say displays fiction. I want some actual crossovers.
Thank you.
That's fantastic. God, I do remember that
I
blog.
couldn't think of anything else. I remember when I first was here, it was fucking everywhere.
Right.
I literally would like not go a single step without tripping on a display story. So I was like, I don't know, I'm pretty done with that.
Oh no, I'm displaced in Equestria as Okiara from Bleach.
Even though I'm a dude, and just put on a fucking costume, and suddenly I've got tits. Awesome. I'm totally okay with this situation, and I will live my life accordingly. Motherfuckers. And, well, alright then. And 7, you want to read your questions?
Yeah. Okay. So, Coffee, I have an important question.
What is the important question, sir?
What's your favorite story that features the best character in the show, i.e.
Celestial?
No, Discord. Thank you. Good night.
Fuck, that's a tough one. What was that one where he died and then he had an alternate versions of himself like go to his wake?
Are you talking about the one that's like 2 million words long?
No, I know the one he's talking about. I've read that one. It's funny.
There's also one where he was writing a book that was like super long and then disappeared, and he got very, very upset about that. And I remember that being kind of funny too. All I know is like that's been a while. I can't name specifics because like, I haven't read a Discord story in a while. But like, I know I've liked quite a few. But the thing with him is that he's a very visual gag character, so it's hard to write. Like he's perfect for comics.
It's pretty fun. All right. Why do you like Timor, you fucking fraud?
Tastes better.
That really just depends. Not all tea tastes better than coffee.
Coffee gets the job done with the immediate waking up and caffeine hit, but tea, if you want to actually enjoy that shit going down, you drink tea.
Okay. All right. And last, will you play Halo with me tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Yes.
Maybe, we'll see.
Okay.
Which Halo?
On Xbox, so any of them.
Okay. Sure, why not? I'll play a little bit.
Except for 5, fuck 5.
I got an Xbox. I got Halo.
And fuck Halo 1, honestly. Fucking multiplayer. Touching a fucking vehicle and I just goddamn die. Fuck Halo.
Playing the Master Chief Collection isn't the best way to play Halo.
Oh, it absolutely is. And I'm talking about within that scope. I don't want to play Saloon Warfare just yet. All right. And Enigma, you want to take the sarcastic Brits question?
Can't we put you on Reddit?
Yeah, sure.
Oh shit!
How else am I gonna get that Reddit format?
That face when no Reddit gold.
Yeah, I know, right? You know, I honestly, you can do that, but like, because there is a huge split between 4chan and Reddit. Those guys hate each other, so I think I have to bat for my own team.
Well, what's cool, I hate Reddit too, so that's fine. It's all good. And
just let it happen.
Update. Thank you for the Reddit gold, kind strangers. My father was a leather daddy back in the day, and we grew up poor, and having this gold has just fulfilled my life. Thank you. And finally, we move on to Vylon.
Uh-oh.
Oh, It's time for questions with Vylon.
And that's Amore. And she. Oh yeah, I got to do it like priest, right? Okay, hold on. Let me turn the.
I'm getting prepared here. Yeah, prepare my body real quick.
Girl, how are you today?
I'm doing really well. How are you?
Great. Thanks for asking. And
Yay!
that's all we got for today.
Oh, that's violence. I was expecting
Yeah.
Price claim,
Violently.
you just ear raped my eardrums.
I did.
Maybe now you'll understand the reason why you need a coffee enema.
All right, priest, you want to take us back home?
Yes, I am looking to see if I'm still on mute. I'm not. Okay, awesome. Coffee, that's all the questions that we have today. So the last thing that's for us to do is to roll out the red carpet. If someone checks out this on iTunes or Google Play or other place to digest podcasting material, how can they get in contact with you? How can they ask you what your favorite brand of coffee is? How can they possibly know?
They could, there's two ways they can do that. They can either message me on Discord, so I'm sure I share Discord just about every person on FinFiction that has a Discord. So I'm on a lot of servers, or you can message me on FinFiction. I am a very sociable person, so whatever.
Yay! Well then, Coffee, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to come shitpost with us. I know I had a good time.
I know, I had a great time. Thanks for having me aboard.
Yeah.
Really nice.
Milk, do you know who I
Besides for spilling the fucking drink on me, that sucked.
That's what we call Reddit gold.
Yeah,
Oh no, you're lying right about now.
you should
Yeah.
spill the whole 6-pack. That's Reddit Platinum.
Well,
I'd be depressed if that happened.
that said, thank you everyone for listening. The top donator for this podcast was Rose Lucky 7, donating 1,800 bits. Other guy running up with 300, and Ridley X with 211. Thank you so much for your donations, and we are so excited to continue supporting Little Bit back on the range. But until next week, your bartenders for this evening have been Enigmatic Otaku.
Yo, Coffee, hit me with those kidney stones. I need to fill up the bottom of a fish tank.
You have been blessed with
Flamin'.
kidney stones.
That is fucking gross. Flamin' Orpher.
Babada boopy, and that's Amore.
Milk.
I was only asleep for like 75% of the cast.
7 joined us. It was wonderful.
Oh,
Oh,
I
yeah.
love you guys.
He's my
Our
bro.
amazing guest, not enough tea.
Thanks for having me aboard. It's a pleasure to be here.
I'm that weird feeling when you like pop a pimple and it feels really nice, but then you start bleeding and you go, "Oh fuck, that's not good."
And then there's
I
that,
do
there's
know
that,
that feeling.
then there's that nice smell that then.
You sniff your pimples.
This
Yeah.
this has gone too far. Just
Excuse me.
we
I need
we
to
gotta
answer this
start
question.
over. Oh, we're gonna start the whole thing over. 5, 4, 3, 2.